Welcome to the Pinter Beer Chef, a channel dedicated to the pint of three. Here you'll learn everything you need to know to brew like a pro. Okay, here we have a nice double IPA, the Big Dipper, ready for the hopper. If you choose to apply your hopper while the docking station is still connected, then when you connect it to the hopping port, you will find that the oil inside the hopper is heavier than the water and beer mix, the wort, inside this vessel. So as soon as you screw in your hopper, the oil inside is going to start to sink fairly rapidly through your vessel, heading for your docking station. The last thing you want to do is your hopping oil to go straight through the system into your docking station, only for you to disconnect it and it to go to waste. So if you insist on putting the hopper into the system with the docking station on, then I recommend that you screw the hopper into the hopping port, stand and watch the bottle, and the moment you see it's empty, take the bottle out, put your pint of three in your sink and disconnect the docking station as fast as possible. That's not the way I'm going to recommend it. I'm going to recommend taking the docking station off first, disconnecting it so there's no rush and we're not going to lose any of those essential hopping oils. So I'm going to pop this into the sink and disconnect the docking station first. I'll just pop this sign off. Very gently into the sink, because we don't want to disturb the trub, if you like, or the waste, the yeast that's now developed in the docking station. Now when I disconnect this vessel, sometimes I just wait for a second, see what it does, because if there's enough carbonation built up in the docking station, there'll be a sort of like a mini detonation whereby it will blow the pint of three clean off the docking station. So I usually pause for 3 seconds, see if it pops off, and if it doesn't, then I'll finish it off by hand. So we'll disconnect the pint of three now. Take the vessel away. You can see the little yeast volcano there. It smells absolutely delicious. I'm going to immediately pop this into a glass bowl, because later on I'll be using all this yeast culture and all the fermentables in here to make a nice little loaf of bread. Look at that, that looks beautiful. Now, if you don't want to make bread with your trub and with your yeast that's developed in this docking station, then I'd perhaps recommend that you put it in your composter. If you put it in your composter outside, it'll give it a nice little turbo boost. Right, I've extracted what I can from this. That'll go in the fridge for later on. Best time to rinse and clean your docking station is really when you've immediately just detached it. So I'm going to give this a quick rinse down now. I'll rinse it out with hot water, tip it all out. I'll put just a drip of washing up liquid in it, detergent, swill it out again, and then I'll rinse it out with hot water again, give it a final rinse with cold. Then that docking station is cleaned, ready to be put aside, let it dry off, ready for sanitization. I'm going to take a 1 litre jug, just give the lid and the parts where the docking station's been in contact a quick rinse off. Rinse it down with hot water just to keep it clean and smelling fresh. Just give it a little dry off with paper towel. And that's fine. Now we're ready to turn it over. We'll put the tap facing over the sink so it's not trapped. Unscrew the hopping port. Unscrew the hopper. And we'll pop this in. Screw it in nice and quick. Okay, that hopping oil now is slowly releasing into the unit, sinking nicely into the brew. Now with the docking station off, there's no rush now. But there's no rush at all. We can now, I'll give that probably a couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, just to make sure that every last drip of the hopping oil is gone through into the pint of 3, into the brew, and then I'll come back, disconnect the hopper.
3 minutes later.
Okay, it's had a good 3 minutes now. We'll unscrew the hopper. Replace the cap. Just give this a quick wipe down. Wipe down any water or damp that's on the pint of 3, just to keep it clean and tidy. Pop the faceplate on. Connect the tap handle. And that's it. This pint of 3. Put my label back on. And this pint of 3 now is ready to go into the fridge, ready for conditioning. I hope you enjoyed your video today. If you'd like to join our Pinter community, like and subscribe and leave any comments below. Cheers.